So, what'd you guys think of playing Purple Door?
I love Purple Door, honestly. The crowd was awesome, and just being a part of this festival has been amazing. So we were so glad that we played the gallery stage this in the early morning. That was so fun. Great crowd, great times.
I love watching you live, and I'm wondering, do you have to really be very clear with each other on where you're going to be on the stage at all times? Because it's really possible that you could poke somebody's eye out with the double violins.
Well, I'm kind of tucked in the back a little bit, so like I'm usually trying to not get in the, Dan and Noel are passing back and forth, so I'm just trying to like keep my bass head away from Noel's head,
There's a lot of opportunity because you have so much energy. It's really a good thing. But you must have to have some kind of coordination, or is it just like you have a sixth sense of where everybody's going to be at a certain time? Do you have it planned out, or
we know, we've kind of mapped out, all right, for this song, like, hey, I'm going to come over to your side. I'm going to jump over to your side. And so we have like a blueprint kind of how we'd like it to go. And then we kind of just make stuff in between.
Yeah, I was just going to say, too, that usually whoever's soloing musically will kind of stand in the front, move to the center, and everybody else has to balance out the stage. Because we do try and keep it balanced all the time. Ideally, we're supposed to be like a W, like the way we're standing, and so
like marching band.
If Dan and I go over to the far side, you have to balance it on the other side.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny because you use a W term, and it's true that Jordan and I were both in marching band, and we're very proud of that. But Noel here seems to always make fun of me when I bring up marching band.
I'm not ashamed. Marching band is not a cool thing.
Oh, cut.
Wait, so what did you play in marching band?
I played mellophone.
Which is not a really.
Why is everyone laughing? Why is Jordan laughing even?
What did you play, Jordan?
I played the quads.
What?
What?
Quad. It sounds like a muscle.
The quads, is that like drums?
Yes, the tenor drums.
Is that the drums where you have four?
Right.
4 drums?
Yes.
Okay, now that makes...
Now, actually,
yeah.
in middle school, I did play the baritone saxophone in marching band as well, in confession. So.
Okay.
I did not play in marching band. I did not.
Did your school not have
Did your
marching
school
band?
not have marching band, Noel?
All right, for anyone that doesn't know, I was homeschooled, so this is going to come out a lot.
Well, if you had a marching band, then...
Yeah.
Now, at what point in your relationship, Dan and Noel, did you feel the safety to be able to get so close with your violins? I mean, you're really close. Like when you were dating, were you guys playing violin together, and you did?
When we were friends, we were playing violin together, and it really depended on how our relationship was going that day. Some days we played closer, some days we played farther away.
Okay.
Depending on how well we were getting along at the time. Now it's perfectly comfortable for us to play really close. We just have to really be careful of the angle of our bows.
Because you're very feisty.
Yeah, so we don't have...
I don't know that I'm coordinated enough to be able to do what you do.
I think you are. You want to try it right now? No?
So, what is next for you guys? I've heard John say there's some new songs in the works.
Yeah, we're working on some new songs. We've got ideas flowing. We're hoping to be in the studio this winter. So we're kind of researching producers right now, and that's our plan, is to have a record in the works this winter. So
okay.
I'm just getting just excited about the music that is in our hearts and into our mind. There's a few songs I really can't wait to try out live, because we like our first album, we like our music, but we're just excited for the next chapter of this band, and we can't wait to unveil that.
What are the songs that people, do you think, are identifying with the most?
I think, Cry For You has kind of risen unexpectedly in a lot of ways as just a real heartfelt song. Initially, we weren't even playing it live because it's a heavier song. Yeah. And it's a more, it's in a minor sort of palette. So, we kind of try to keep our set with a good rhythm, and that sort of like became like sort of a ministry moment for us, where John can sort of share his testimony of coming to Christ. So that song has been sort of a winner in terms of just being able to connect with people's experience and their longing that God has placed in their hearts to point them to the Savior.